Okay, we're back with the third part of our rigging a character in Maya and animating in Unity tutorial. So, and we've just previously looked at the animator window. Okay, so what we need to do is set some animations for our character. So we've got our character here, we've got our character Pat. If you go into the scene, we've got our character there. And we can zoom in a little bit. We can see our character all ready to go in the scene. So what we need to do is give this character some animations. So first of all, Unity has inbuilt animations. So I'll quickly show you that. If we go to Animator and we go to say we click on so we click on we create a new any state. Rather we can create a new state. So if I go to control and create a state, it will be empty, and I click on this state and you're going to get this window here that says motion. And what we want to do is click on this wheel here and you can see lots of animations, inbuilt animations here. Now, not all of these are inbuilt in Unity, so let's just close this window. I've already downloaded quite a few, so let's close this window and I'll show you how you can get lots of different animations to work with. So let's quickly go to the Asset Store. So you've gone to the Asset Store, and what we want to do, there's some examples of animations there. If I just type in animation and I do a search, it should come up with animations. And then I go to free only, and then it should give me all the ones that are free. So we're just waiting for that to happen, and yes, we can see that. So what you have, for example, are lots of different free kind of animations what you want for characters are bipedal animations. So if I clicked here on these RPG character ones, I've downloaded these already. And it's going to wait, it's going to take a while, but we're here now. So all you need to do is literally just click import, and the animations will go straight into Unity, and you can see all the different types of animations here. And there's also this other, a lot of these are paid for. There's quite a few different free animations here. So okay, so let's come back out of the asset store and go to Animator. So I've already created a new state. So I want to start off my animation. So first of all, I'll go here to motion and I'll click on the wheel like we see before, click on the wheel, and up comes the list of animations. And what I want to do, I might start with the humanoid crouch. So I'll go with the humanoid crouch as idle as my first one. So I'll come out of that. And that's my first animation there. So that's what we're going to see first of all with our character. So the next step is to create another animation. So what we'll do from here, we'll go again and right click, create a state, an empty state, and that's new state. And I'll click here and back to the wheel. And after he's crouched, I maybe would like him to do a defensive sidekick. So we go for defensive sidekick. So we've got that there, so we're back out. So now we want to transition from this animation to this animation. So if we click on and we right click, we need to find the one, and it's make transition. So you click on make transition and that line will appear, and we just go to new state and we have a transition there. So what we will see is here we have our crouch, and there you can see we have our defensive sidekick, and we can go here and we can have a look at our transition. So we click here and we can see our transition. If we play it down here, we'll see from the crouch it will get up to the defensive sidekick. So if I pause here, and you can see how we can edit the transitions. You can make that transition a bit longer. You can maybe move that. We can move that state a bit. Okay, so we've got a few little parameters there. And also what you can do, if we click on our state and we click on our animation, you see the animation come up here, and if we highlight that, we can see information about the animation. If we go to edit, we can actually change that. We can change the loop time. There's lots of different parameters that you can experiment with to work with on your animations. So that's one there. Okay, so that's where we go. We click on the animation in the state, and you go to edit, and you get all these parameters. But let's go back here. Okay, so we've got humanoid crouch, and then we're moving on to defensive sidekick. And after my sidekick, I think I might want to make my character run. So I'll start with another new state. So click create state, an empty state, and we'll go here. There's no motion. I'll click on the wheel, and I will want my character to go humanoid run. Let's go humanoid run. We're going here, so we've got humanoid run, so that's added. So we come out here and we'll see there, we've got humanoid run, and again, we can move all these around so it's a little bit easier to navigate. So we've got new state, no. So this is where we want to make the transition. So we right click again, we need to get it in the right spot. It's a bit finicky at times to get the right transition. So we want to, as before, we want to make a new transition. Here we go, make transition, and we just go here. So now we've got defensive sidekick here, and we've got a run here. And if you click on state, and you can see the transition there. So I click on that transition, I play it, you see the kick to the run. So maybe we might want to add, we'll try and add one more. So we just go to, again, create a new state. And we'll pick, let's see what we have here, and maybe we'll get unarmed, get hit, see what that looks like. And so we've added that. So after he's run, so there we want to create a new transition. Again, it's quite finicky on the right click. Let's see if we can, that's it, make transition. And here we're going to go to our new state. So now you can see we have the transition there. And if you can play it, from the run he gets hit. Okay, so that is a little sequence of an animation. So what we need to do now is go back to the scene. So we're back in our scene, and we need, and you can see, we need to get onto our character, and you can see we have that's already been put in here. You need to drop in the new animated control. So if I go to my character window there, I need to make sure, so if I go to assets, I go to my character, and my new animation controller is there, and I want to make sure that it will drop it in on the character. So this will go from, we dropped in here, and once it turns blue, that works there. So that would just drop in there. So you've got our new animated controller, and let's a quick look at the camera view. So right, so our camera view fine, we've got the camera there, and you can see that we've got a little sequence. So if we come out, it's a bit short, but if we come out here, we play, we see our sequence. He's crouching, he sidekicks, he runs, and he's hit. So maybe a little bit too short, so let's add something and add another one here. So we come out of here and we can go back to our animator window. Let's just move this here. Let's create another state. So control, create state, an empty state, and we will go to our wheel. So after he's been hit, we're going to think that he's going to, what can he do? He can be hit, and he can maybe roll forward. So we're going to have roll forward. So we've got unarmed roll forward, and we click here. We want to set a transition, so we right click, we make transition, and we go here. So now we can look at what this transition looks like. And he rolls, it's just a little roll, and after his roll, I'm thinking, let's get him to run off. So we're going to make one more new state. So we create states, and from there, we're going to go to our motion, and we're going to run. We're going to find humanoid run. Where are we? Yep, we go to humanoid run, so we've got that. So that's our new state there. We want to add a transition, so we right click, we make a transition, and we go here. And we can check that transition to see what it looks like, and we'll press play here. You can see he rolls and he runs. And that's an infinite run, so it'll probably loop while we play our scene. So we go back to our scene, and you can see we click on our character. You can see the animated controllers there. We've added more animations. So we go just to our game view. We press play, and you'll see he crouches, he kicks, he's hit, he rolls, and he runs off. So you can do lots and lots of things with your animations. So we just come out of there with basically your character, your animation controller. We'll just double click on that and creating new states, and click here and using all the different types of animations that are either inbuilt or that you can download from the Unity store. So that's a basic introduction into creating animations for your animated sequence that you're going to be working on. So further tutorials, you'll be looking at using cameras for different angles within your actual sequence. Okay.